Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
What'd you just do?
You what?
What'd you just...
I move stuff.
Oh, okay. So what are we
Making
doing?
waves in here.
All right, we're making enchanting.
Yeah, you're going to make enchanting. I do think what we should start doing, though, we need to start finding out how to prank.
I mean, I've done it before.
I've done it once or twice as well. Some might say I started prank wars.
Some might say that. That's true. Most would not remember that, though.
That's true. Most people didn't know who I was for many, many, many years of being on the server. Since I didn't get a grand entrance.
Right. Prank. We should prank each other, Jeff.
That'll be perfect.
Close your eyes and your ears. I'm going to get you.
I mean, the fact that we have people that continue to play. The only problem is it's so hard to go plan a prank when videos are like, we post them pretty shortly after they're recorded at this point.
Right. Well, what is that? Why does it make it hard? Sorry, I'm trying to understand.
Because people will see it and then ruin it for the other people.
Oh, well, everyone live streams, so like, there's only like 4 people that make videos on the server. Everyone else live streams. So, yes, if you're worried about it being seen before our videos, that will 100% happen. What you doing?
I'm not as worried about that. I'm worried about people finding out, because it used to be the rule. One of the rules of the prank wars was you didn't tell somebody you pranked them, release the prank video.
I see.
Until it was discovered.
I see.
Because otherwise it gave away what it was, who it was, you know.
I think we should prank Arcus by replacing his roads with cobblestone.
We can do that. Dude, where's his... I didn't see anything about his roads. I'm getting cobblestone, though. Let's do it. What are we doing?
Okay, so on the main island, he's made all these elaborate roads.
Okay.
And we can just fix them for him.
Should we gotta leave a sign? I gotta look at this thing. And
that's one of the rules.
Well, but what's the sign gonna say? Is it gonna say something to the effect of like...
Guano,
like we saw this was broken, fixed it, or like we're construction crew, road not up to city code.
Something like that. Like, I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta follow you because I don't remember where the mainland is. I lost you in the distance. No.
I mean, it's just south
over the horizon. You're not going just south though.
Yeah, I feel it.
You're going south. Southwest.
No,
that's where you were going.
That's totally the way.
Oh, what? Wait, is this? This isn't it?
Is it not it? Isn't that Dyer's house right over there?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never seen what people's house. This is the mainland.
Yeah, this is where we
left
left
that village go.
It's in the town.
I feel like we went a lot farther away than this.
No, it's not far. But yeah,
I knew we weren't that far, but
oh yeah, not Dyer. I didn't mean Dyer, but yeah, Ryuski's house. Remember that we took some potatoes from him before we left?
I remember somebody stole our potatoes from the village. One might say I have a grudge.
One might say that. So I think if we go, I think there's roads like everywhere. Like I think he's been making roads to everyone's houses.
He hasn't made a road to our house.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, here's some roads.
Well, we should start it. If Arcus has been making the roads, we need to start it in front of Arcus's house.
I don't know where that's at. Where's that at?
Does he have a house? I don't know.
He does. There's a map. Pull it up. I can pull it
up. Sure. I will go get it as well. Wish I could just put it in the video right here.
Okay.
I said I wish I could. I'm not going to. I guess I technically could in my video if I decide to do some editing. Is it not sticky anymore?
Apparently, this is his house right here.
Oh wait.
I
don't know
can
where
feel
you're
it in my bones. Yeah, this is his house.
Where you at?
Right here, Jeff.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah, I was trying to get to the Minecraft map, but it isn't sticky on their subreddit anymore.
Yeah, here we go. Arcus, his modulation.
His modulation, huh?
That's what it says.
Mm.
So yeah, we could just replace
So he's Haitian.
all these blocks that are down like this. And just dig them up real good and put down cobblestone.
Do some digging. I will.
Okay.
Just plain old cobblestone too, right?
Yeah.
I only brought back like a handful of stacks. We're gonna need a lot more than this.
I brought some.
How many did pause? Oh yeah, he's got plenty of deaths. Okay.
Here's more.
Oh, sorry. I realized I caught up.
Did you bring any iron?
So I brought some iron. I brought 32.
Okay, I could use some to make shovels at some point here. Okay. So how are we gonna label this? I guess I'll pick up some cobble here in place too.
What do you mean label?
Like what are we gonna call it whenever we leave our sign?
We gotta have a construction crew name.
Guano Construction.
But I mean, that clearly gives it away. But I guess we're not really hiding this.
Oh yeah. The prank is not secret.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of the fun of the prank wars in the past, was the secretiveness of the prank, that you didn't really know who did it. But
until
then I
the
guess
video came out. Is that what you
yeah, until the video came out. But then I guess that was pretty immediately gone when prank wars actually started, because clearly, you were pranking me and I was pranking you, so it was
right.
It was not really hidden anymore. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we can be like Guano Construction or Guano. I'm trying to think what the thing's called out here. It's the DCRA. It's the DC Residential Authority. We can be the Guano Residential Authority.
Okay.
Saying that we're making sure that the roads are all up to the new code standard.
I need that iron.
Oh, here, make me a handful of shovels too.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna need. How much cobble did you grab?
I have 5.5 stacks.
Okay, I only have like 3 stacks left. It's gonna go a lot quicker than
I
thought.
So anything
Hopefully it doesn't
exciting?
log in. Oh, so this isn't that exciting, but I had a presentation or a training class yesterday when I was at the fire department because they're redoing our Metro IRPs. So it's the incident response policy for Metro incidents, because Metro is basically a high potential hazard scenario with. It's very confusing, the whole Metro system is, and we basically have done Metro drills in the past, and the county has known that our Metro response policy was like people were going to die because people didn't know how to follow it appropriately. Okay. So they've redone the entire Metro response policy, so we have to go through like this big training class about it. Ow, what are those?
Those are berry bushes.
Ow, I didn't know there was pokeberry bushes in this update. So anyways, we're taking the training class. So one of my chiefs is the one, he used to work for Metro, was his job. He worked for DC Metro as like a major like player for the infrastructure. So this is basically stuff he used to do as his job, but he's a volunteer chief, so he still does all the Metro training because he's the most familiar with it all. So going through, it's a PowerPoint, but they kind of put the PowerPoint in like did Google Docs with the PowerPoint instead of normal Microsoft PowerPoint type deal. And he kept struggling with it, and it kept like crashing on him. He had to close it and open back up his Google Docs where he had it saved to open it back up. And at one point he opens it up, he starts looking for a different file for something, and I'm just like, I'm looking, and it's being projected like into the we're just doing it in our dining room because there was only a handful of us like taking the training yesterday. And I look, and I was just like, so Chief, who's the lady? And the guy next to me just goes, yeah, tell us, who is this Mary Johnson? And we're both looking. He literally has a folder on his Google Drive. That's the thumbnail is a picture of like a porn chick.
Okay.
Just sitting there. And it's titled, like the folder is named Mary Johnson. And it's just on his Google Drive that he's like showing the world, like at this point, like everybody who's in this training. And of course, we're the assholes that decided we had to call our chief out on this because it was right there. He very smoothly brushed past it, which I was kind of impressed with how smoothly he was able to brush past it. But it was really funny to kind of watch his face turn red, and he kind of made a comment about, oh yeah, files, I don't know how some files get there. Like,
yeah, who knows,
and then moving on.
Computers and stuff, who knows how these things happen.
It's like, that was hilarious because now like he knows, and that was all that anybody said about it. That was all that he said. So we talked about it a lot after he left, of course, but now in his mind he's just, and now the YouTubes knows,
right,
all
that's
the things
hilarious.
that happen. And it's so funny because I'm really curious too. Like, I don't know, like, does anybody really download a bunch of porn and save it on their Google Docs?
Apparently, people still download massive amounts of porn. I don't understand it.
But why would you then keep them on something you can only access online anyways?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never watched like a porn video and been like, gotta save that one for later. Like, I don't know.
Or if you do have to save it for later, bookmark it.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. I had a friend in high school that had like terabytes of like drives.
But back when we were in high school, you couldn't get to.
Right.
You basically downloaded them from an illegal torrenting site, or torrents didn't even exist back, like LimeWire or Kazaa or something back then. And then you had it on your computer and you watched it. You couldn't just go and stream it on the connections that we had successfully.
Right. Dial up. I don't understand who's paying for porn either.
That is also a good question. On like those websites that you would go to that have like memberships.
Right. Like why is I don't know. I don't understand.
I will tell you, once I did come across a there was this website. I'm sure there's plenty of them, but they would go through and have logins for different porn sites that were like paid subscriptions that you could go to. And it was always like if it cost like certain accounts, like you had to have so much money in an account to be able to get into like the live cam girls chat. And I'm sure you've gone into a live cam girl before, and they don't acknowledge anybody that's, like you in the audience.
I've never actually done that. I'm gonna be honest. I've
definitely gone in, and I was always curious if it was like, I don't even know if these are really live or if they're just a video playing.
I thought you could pay to have the show go private for you though. So it has to be live,
that's
right?
the concept of them. But I never knew if it really was one of those things that was it really ever happening, or were they just trying to get people to buy memberships to the sites and these people really didn't exist? Because I've gone into them before, and of course your username is always like anonymous, and you can type in the chat, but nobody ever responds to anything that you say. Well, some of these logins would give you, they were the premium member access, but they didn't have enough money in the account to actually go private with somebody. Like somebody spent, like they bought an account, spent enough money, but there was still like a couple cents on the account, and basically like let anybody else go in there. And I was really shocked because I logged into one of these and went into one of these live like cam girl rooms, and immediately the cam girl was like, oh hey, whatever the username was that I had gone into. So I was like, oh, this shit is real. Like, yeah, these girls are actually currently real, trying to get the paid people, only the paid memberships. They're the only ones that can pay to go, go live. I don't even know if they see the chat from the other people. Like, they probably don't, but I didn't think that the live cam girls would be live. I thought it was.
I think a lot of them have moved to Twitch. Funny enough.
Twitch?
Yeah, they're not. They're now wearing clothes, but they're still doing the same thing.
Oh, you think they didn't make that much money from?
Apparently, there's a lot more people on Twitch, so they can easily go to like the just chatting section or the IRL section, and maybe bake a cake in very little clothing.
Who's paying for that? I guess they're paying. So you think they're
constantly getting subscriptions and donations? Yeah, it's crazy how much.
I guess that's true. Instead of getting one person to pay you a higher amount of money to do a private show, you can get a bunch of people to pay you a lesser amount of money and quote unquote keep your dignity.
Chibley says, "What kind of campsites is he going to? I'm on there all the time and they love me."
I wonder if he's kidding or not. Did we get that whole road?
Yeah. I'll cross the bridge and I'm doing more.
Oh, there's a bridge. Hold on, should I start going the other way? I found one of these houses I ran into, and there's like a double chest full of cobblestone.
Oh, is there? We need that.
So I just went and grabbed a couple stacks, but
just borrowing it. I wonder if Arcus has cobblestone.
I might be Arcus that I'm stealing it from, actually. I didn't pay attention. I just went into the nearest house that I was next to and started opening chests until I found the cobblestone chest. Because everybody's got one of those. It's like the junk drawer. Everybody has one. Do you have a junk drawer?
No, I do not, actually. I did growing up. No. I've broken the tradition. If it's junk, I throw it away. Like the drawer that always had like 4 different fucking cell phones, your pager, all that kind of shit. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. And like one AA battery, maybe a used 9-volt battery.
No. I'm anally organized, honestly.
I definitely you organize your anus. I definitely still have a junk drawer, and will probably always have a junk drawer, just the way it is. I did start to try to throw away all my computer gear that I've kept throughout the years for the just in case,
Right. Half that shit probably doesn't work anymore.
Oh, probably not. But all the different like cords. I had like 35 like old USB-A printer cords. The original USB cords with the really huge end that's always for printers.
Yes, Armo, they do. So, I realized this, but I don't know if you realize this, and someone just brought it up in chat. The only way to have the path blocks is for there to be grass there. So once he digs this back up, he's got to wait for the grass to spread again.
Oops. Sorry, Arcus. I guess we breaking a rule of Rank Wars?
I don't think so. What rule would we be breaking?
The destroying of...
No, you replace people's stuff all the time.
Okay, I'm just making sure. It's been so long since pranks have happened. We are technically, if this like takes off prank wars again, we are resetting the precedent of prank wars. So we could theoretically make.
I think there's already been pranks, from what I'm understanding.
Oh well, damn it! Were they good ones?
I don't know. Apparently, there's a Silk Touch villager under the spawn area. We could technically.
Whoa! I just fell in a cave. Goodbye, zombie. Stop! Stop! I don't even have a weapon on me right now. Like, there's a zombie down here. Help! I took my axe off my hotbar. Apparently, pickaxes do not do much damage to zombies. Is there a mending villager yet?
Probably. Arcus is not Arcus. Packrat's got a whole brothel going on there.
Ah, the villager brothel. I really wonder how many old cam girls did move to Twitch.
A lot. It's a definite known
You're the
thing.
zombie. Here, I'm gonna give you that and try to go find more. I mean, I clearly didn't know that thing. I've been hanging out on Twitch more often.
I mean, they're not naked. This is basically softcore porn for the wee babbies.
I mean, Twitch could just like branch out and also start their own porn camgirl site.
I don't think that's something Amazon really wants to. They got enough money. They don't.
Oh yeah,
need
I guess that's true. They're Amazon now, huh? So there's a saw block in here. What does this thing do?
The dirt.
A stone cutter. You seen one of these? Oh, you can put a cobblestone in a stone cutter, and it can turn into either slabs, walls, or stairs. I don't quite understand that one, but okay.
Maybe they're going to remove any crafting recipe for it, so you have to do it that way.
So they really are going full-fledged
Modded, basically. Yeah.
modded. Do you think Arcus will like our gift?
People are speculating that he's going to quit the game.
I don't think Arcus will quit the game.
I don't think he will either.
He might. At least we'll get him back on New Year's. Did you go away?
I'm over here putting the dirt in the chest by his house so that
Oh, okay.
I can have the
I was
dirt.
like, I see like broken path, and then it just kind of stops, and you're not around anymore.
Apparently the stone cutter gives you more than if you craft it otherwise.
So it does have a purpose.
Yeah.
How many houses are on this village? Or this area?
A lot. I don't know the total number. It's on that map.
The houses are?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can see them from the top.
Oh, I know. I meant the map, not the overview map, but just the map that Manry made. It's like a rendering.
Oh, I haven't seen this map. I thought you were talking about the overviewer map.
No, someone took the original image and then changed the textures and smoothed it out and labeled everything about where people live.
I guess the one thing that's annoying about these pranks is I won't as easily get to see the reaction videos.
Yeah, no, there's no reaction videos anymore.
Whoa, that was rubber banded. Has Never's been playing still?
As far as I know.
Has he
How far does this go?
gotten like 85 elytras?
Oh, this goes forever, Jeff. We can't do the whole road.
Oh, okay. Should we just do it up to this house and call it good?
It goes so far. Actually, looks like it stops here. So yeah, we could do it to both these houses. Still a lot more, but yeah.
I can't believe we're doing this entire thing.
So I went and did Proctor training to do end of grade testing at my daughter's school today, and I can't talk about it a lot. I had to sign an NDA.
So let's talk about it, folks.
Well, it's what I want to talk about is how crazy it is to me how strict it is. Like there's all these kind of rules, like of what the proctor can and can't do, and like you're not just there to make sure that the kids are not cheating. You're like watching the teacher that's administering the test and making sure that they're following all the rules of the exam as well. So you're supposed to watch both.
Okay,
And you
that
can't
makes sense.
you can't ever like touch any of the testing materials. You can't like speak to the children at all. You got to make
Does
sure
it
that
say anything in there about not being able to bribe the people, or not being able to take bribes?
Oh yeah. Yep, there's actually text about that. And it's all like based on like North Carolina law and stuff too. So like it talks about the punishment for each of these crimes as well if you do these things. So it's not just like you're gonna get in trouble with the school. You're gonna like the state will sue you. It says. So yeah, it was pretty interesting.
So now you understand what Aunt Becky's going through.
Who the fuck is that?
Aunt Becky from Full House, the legal battle.
Oh, yes.
Why can't you talk about it? You just can't talk about the process,
Right, I can
so
talk
you
about the process. I can talk about
Okay,
basically
so you
what
can
I've
talk
said.
about the concept of being a proctor.
Right, I can talk about what I've told you, but like any of the like how it's done, like anything I basically learned today. Like we could even take the guidebook out of the building with us after we did the training.
What if you fail the training?
I mean, I don't think it's possible to fail. It's mainly like filling you with all this information, and then you sign anything saying you understand what you've been told, and you will fulfill your duties, and that you won't disclose anything about the process or the tests themselves or anything like that. Do you have more cobble?
I mean, being a yeah. I mean, you're talking about standardized tests, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. It's the end of year testing for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders.
I didn't know they did standardized tests for kids that young.
Oh yeah.
Does it change anything?
If they fail, they don't move on.
Well, they have to pass a test to pass the grade?
Yeah.
My times have changed.
They have. I mean,
We
parents
didn't
are
have-
eating lunch with their kids nowadays.
I know. That's just crazy. Those kids are just like, either coddled kids or just creepy parents, That's what
Yeah.
we go with, right?
Who could believe?
I wonder what it'll be like when Jack gets into school. If it'll be like an expectation that I go eat lunch with him. He's gonna watch one of these videos and be like, "Daddy, why don't you ever come eat lunch with me?"
Right?
And it'll be like, "Why are you watching my videos? That's not."
Yeah, you're not old enough.
Did we just do this the whole thing?
I think we did most of it. I think that the road splits back here. Maybe did you do that?
I don't know.
No, I guess it doesn't. So yeah, I think we've done the whole thing.
Well, let's go plan out the signs.
Actually, there's a bridge over here. Let's see how far this goes.
Oh, there's a bridge.
Bridge is nice. Yeah, there's a bit more up here. But we could probably call what we did good.
Does it just keep going?
It goes for a very far away. What we could do is we could put up a wall there and say beyond.
Yeah, I've got a construction sign.
Yeah.
What are these wooden things that he's got here?
Trapdoors.
Oh, just trapdoors?
Yeah.
Okay. We should get some trapdoors, like similar style. Put them up at the end of it. Put a construction sign there. Use his worth. That chest is stuck open. They didn't fix these bugs.
This is our workbench, actually.
Oh, this is ours.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of signs. I'm going to then make.
The lanterns look nice.
oak trap doors.
Okay.
I can leave you some signs to start.
Or you just place them all over the roads?
I would place them closer to his. I don't know. Maybe. Well, we need to say. Okay, so what are we gonna say if we set it
So,
somewhere,
um,
or said multiple of them? I mean,
yeah, maybe at the
if
end
we
of
said
every,
it somewhere, I don't even know what I was thinking of saying right there. I just kind of trailed off into La La Land.
I'm put one at the door. So let's say here, Guano Road Repair Service or Road
Well, Guano Residential Authority.
Residential Authority.
Yeah, somehow say about how it's not in compliance with the legislation. Legislature. Wow. I am lagging hardcore right now.
Roads brought up to code. All right, so here's how I did it. You want to come look at the sign I made?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get these trap doors up to my spec. The lag gets it. Perfect. Okay. Do, do, do. Residential
I don't know.
road browser. Okay, I like it. What?
Somebody in my chat said something like "friendship trail gifted by Guano."
Friendship trail?
Yeah, it's like we this is a donation. It wasn't a prank. We did it. We're doing him a favor.
I just screenshotted that so I can go write that. Oh God, this looks crazy. What?
This zombie that's moving at me at the slowest of speeds.
It's so weird. I did authority so different. Okay, so now that one is known to be closed. It's gonna make some more signs.
Chili hasn't died yet either.
Well, this person, didn't they just start?
No, he's been playing as long as we have. He's played a bajillion hours. Doesn't ever log out.
I never saw that person out before.
He has. I mean, he lives in Australia, so he hasn't been on the same time as we have a lot of times.
Gotcha. Did you go left and go down here?
I did everything back that way.
Oh,
Yeah, everything over there is gotten.
you go see my.
Yeah, I'm going. Look at that now.
My road closed. Turned out pretty good, actually.
Hunt code compliance. I live in New Zealand. Right? Yeah, same thing, really.
Do what?
He lives in New Zealand, not Australia.
Oh,
Who can tell the
that
difference?
place
Though,
that's
really?
never on the map. Did you see that episode of John Oliver?
No.
Yeah, apparently, it's a major problem that New Zealand is constantly forgotten to be put on maps.
I have heard that before.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't anymore. It's really sad that I happened on an episode probably like 2 or 3 days before the New Zealand mass shooting. So something that's going to keep New Zealand on the forefront of a lot of people's minds now. But up until then, it was such a up until that mass shooting. How much did you ever hear about New Zealand? Like very little, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for what we did, I probably wouldn't talk about New Zealand at all. But playing with Chibley and Jasky every week, and them
Not that
living
New
so
Zealand's a
close to
bad
New
place
Zealand,
or anything.
living in Australia, talk about it. What did it say again? I forgot now.
Guano residential, and then next line space all in caps dash space authority space dash, and then roads brought up to code. You look at this sign. Just did it. I screenshotted yours, so I'm looking at it on my other monitor. Oh, that was it. I feel like it took a lot longer to dig it out than it did to space signs around the road.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's really not that big of a cleanup. It's not that bad. His reaction's gonna be worth it, though. We'll have to find his Twitch VOD to see how he reacts. I do like that the bridge is closed. That's really good. All right. Well, I guess we should end it here. Hope you've enjoyed the first guano prank.
All right, guys. Stay tuned for reaction to guano prank.
Yeah.